Hey, oh, hey, oh. We have an offering to give Hashem. Welcome to a 420 Bible study and, a tour. All right, here we go. Mathew 2, the escape to Egypt, the lights come down, everybody take their seat. Remember, it's a script. We sort of have to read it like a play. You know, I had the thought this morning as I was reading Psalm 51, which is amazing. It talks about David's turn toward God with burnt offerings and sacrifices. He describes it in 50 and 51. It's really amazing. So we've got what I was saying is, it's like a play, so we should learn the whole play. It's the front to begin, all the way from front to beginning, and now we're at the end of the entire end of world, end of days, end of the age, when the Son of Man comes on the clouds of heaven, or with the clouds of heaven. Well, what I learned, sorry to get a side note, but I learned that the Son of Man, as it's written, is one of the footnotes that says human. So the human is the Son of Man, which is also in Ezekiel when God says, hey, Son of Man. So God says from the human, immortal, to the man, mortal, you are human. You are not God. Unless you breathe, and you're still not God. Who would want to be God at that point? I wouldn't want that responsibility. So, let's see. God spoke to Joseph in a dream, and he said, get up, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. So, when God tells you to do something, Joseph got up, took the child during the night, and went to Egypt until Herod died, to fulfill what the prophet had said. Here it is. Very, very important for Moses as well. Out of Egypt I called my son. How does he call people? Well, we talked about that in Jeremiah and Ezekiel. It's through a scroll. It's through honey. It's through pot. It's through the aroma, because Jesus then says, hey, here's how we really call people. Let's go fishing for men. Let's throw bait in the water. It's called an aroma in the middle of the air, and see if the adults and maybe the children who want to venture, the adults who then become the children, like the aroma, and believe the story. Welcome to the endocannabinoid system. So when Herod realized that he had been outwitted, outbrained, brain power, outwitted by the Magi, he was furious. And he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and in its vicinity who were 2 years old and under, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. We have a lot of prophets talking, right? That's why we're going to go back and look at the prophets on the flips. A voice is heard in Ramah. Now remember, John the Baptist said, hey, a voice is heard in the wilderness. Jeremiah said, a voice is heard in Ramah, weeping and great mourning. Rachel, the mom, weeping for her children, Jacob, and refusing to be comforted because they are no more. And that is what I'm learning. Nobody wants pot. Nobody thinks it's from God. Nobody wants to believe. Hence, I think we're developing the believers in the branch and the aroma of life versus the unbelievers. And then you can flip it back to the Christian church. Oops. Baruch Hashem. We'll be right back with more of the truth about Jesus.